Many educators are beginning to experiment with the so-called flipped classroom. So what exactly is the flipped classroom and why is this phenomenon catching on across classrooms all around the world? The flipped classroom is defined as where the teacher modelling is pre-recorded and viewed by the students either at school or at home. While an independent small group is viewing the pre-recorded teacher modelling, the teacher is then able to focus on working with other students on the application of a different aspect of the lesson. As a teacher, I know that instead of standing in front of my class and lecturing to them, it is much better to be amongst them, helping them with difficult problems. Flipping the classroom provides the opportunity to differentiate your classroom and work with students at their point of need. It also allows technology to take its place in the curriculum, with students being given the opportunity to work independently. During this time, the teacher is able to work on higher order and critical thinking and effective collaborative skills with other students. The amazing thing about flipping is that it enables you to move from the lecture-based classroom model to a learner-centred, problem-based, inquiry-driven hub of learning. The following video is an example of how the flipped classroom may be used to introduce or consolidate the understanding of tangrams as part of differentiated maths groups. Hi everyone, this morning we're going to be looking at tangrams. In your tangram set you will have 4 different colours of foam shapes. There will be 6 large cards, 1 large magic slide cover, 40 small tangram cards and 1 magic slide cover. For the first activity we're going to use the larger card. When you have your tangrams in the foam shape, you have a container in which they are in, and they will pop out of the container like that. You can see here that you have 2 large triangles, you have 1 medium-sized triangle, 2 small triangles, 1 square, and a parallelogram. For the first activity, you need to make sure that you follow the rules of the game no matter which one you are in. There are 7 shapes and you must use all 7 shapes to make your big picture, and they must not overlap. So we're going to put the magic slide cover at the back and we are going to start. When you have the large sheet, you need to decide how you're going to make the shape, and remember, you will be competing against the 3 other people who have their foam shapes in front of them. You need to decide which shape goes where. So obviously you wouldn't put your large triangle over a small one. You would find the place that it goes, and you can see the outline here. And when you put these together, you will come up with the shape, which in this particular instance is a swan. So all of your pieces will be together. And if you are the first person to complete your shape, then you win the first round. To step it up a level, you will need your magic slide cover for this particular round. You are still competing against the other people in your group, so there will be 4 of you competing, and this time you need to try and guess where the shapes go without having them on the sheet, and it is now covered. So you need to try and think about which one is going to fit best where and place them on together. As you can see, I'm just thinking about which one do I think will go? Do I think that will go there? No, because there's a gap. So what I would do is add my pieces in, and I have my beautiful swan. And if I'm the first person who has finished that, I will win that round. The next way to use these cards is by using the smaller card, which you will have, and also the magic slide, but we won't be using that one this time. You have this card, and again you have the 3 people also around you, so there's 4 of you, and you need to compete against each other to create this shape, and whoever competes the quickest, you get to keep the card. So you pull the card to you if you can complete the shape before anyone else, and then the next card will be put out onto the table to start the round again. So if I was to complete this shape, I need to do it by looking at which one goes where. Need to make sure that my shapes are the right way around and that I've got the right size. And at the moment I do, because it's coming together. It's starting to look a little bit different though, so I need to think, where have I gone wrong? So I would take this one away because that is too big, and I would put my small one there. And is it where it should be? I just need to move it down a little bit so I'm back on the right track. Put my middle one here, and my shape is starting to look like the one that is on the sheet. So once I have completed that, and if I'm the quickest, I get to take the card, and the next card comes out from the pile for us to start again. The way to use these shapes is to use your magic slide cover for this particular shape. You need to put your shape together as everyone else is doing and be the first person to do it by putting it together, and your shape will look like the one that is on your card, and if you win, you take your card and keep it to yourself, and the next shape comes down and it is covered up, and the person who has the most cards at the end of the round is the winner. These are some tools that you can use to flip your classroom and make videos. The first thing we have is our iPad, which is showing a teleprompter app. This is text that you can use if you can't think on your feet, or if you'd like to pre-prepare what you're going to say before you say it. Holding the iPad is a snake clamp, which is very durable and can move up and down, and can even turn the iPad around to show you filming what it is that your hands are doing. We also have a tripod holding up our iPhone, which can be easily manipulated into a position where it is getting a stable shot. The document camera over here is able to, again, show what you're doing down there up to your students and examples of what you need them to see. What we have here is a swivel camera which attaches the iPhone to the top and allows, with the tripod, for the camera to follow you using a receiver for wherever you are around the room to create the authentic flipped classroom. So have a go at flipping your classroom and see the benefits for yourself.